So it looks like everyone's sticking to the matches, to the characters they picked actually last evening. Zero sticking with the Zero Suit Samus, which he knows really, really well. Uses the whip really, really often for spacing, and also the down B to freeze his opponent in place and punish afterwards. Kevin Nanny, PPMD, of course, playing Fox. We see him already doing a lot of standard jump and also a couple of short hop neutral airs as an X-Bomb out there. Ooh, Meteor Spike from Mario. Okay, you were doing that?
That was me.
Were you watching these guys last night? Were you taking notes from them?
Come on, Nate, you got to represent. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm dunking dudes.
He's doing pretty good right now. And he has a smash ball as well. Pretty good. You pick up kind of fast, I see. But of course, Hungry Box with Kirby. He's going to be jumping around, using a lot of those arrow approaches. You already see him going for that down air near the ledge, trying to poke underneath and start that edge guard game going. One thing that we're still trying to figure out is how to competently combo or get follow-ups off of grabs. And we just saw that with Kirby, actually. Went for a down throw. Wasn't in position for a follow-up afterwards, but another smash ball on the stage. What's going through your head right now?
Ooh. No, I did not need to be in the middle of that. That was bad. Yeah,
feels like
170. I'm not coming back with that.
About 30 seconds left, and PPMD just standing back. No one opting for the box or the capsule. That's why you don't opt for the capsule. You never know what's inside. Pokeball? What's in it? We're probably not going to find out with this countdown.
Come on, Nate.
And we'll never know what was in that Pokeball.
Trapped forever, poor Pokemons.
And our winner is?
No, come on now.
Really?
Hungry Box.
Last me second, though. Come on now.
You got second, but you know, second place is first loser.
That was definitely representation. That was really, really good.
Good work, good work.
Yeah.
More. I want more.
This is totally awesome to see. We're really looking at some of the best Smash players, you know, in the world, facing off against our own homegrown champion, Nate Bildorf.
I don't know. I think PPMD and Hungry Box have to step it up right now. Structure going with Samus now, or?
I'm going to try somebody slower this time, yeah.
Okay.
This might be a little bit more carnage, yeah. These guys are fast.
Well, Sakurai yesterday was saying that Samus in their testing right now seems to be the best character in the game, and no one opted to pick her. So
she has a really good pop off the end of her up special that if you get people vertical, you can just KO them.
Yeah.
Robin's getting them there.
Hugs Hugo was saying that yesterday in his testing with her. Actually, Kirby already has her power. Ooh. Reminiscent of 64, using that down aerial, going for a meteor spike, but with all those jumps, Kirby's going to make it back pretty safely. And charge it from across the screen. Don't do it, Hungry Box. I told you not to do it. He taught you that. Oh, but we have a hammer on deck. It's repaying the favor.
Come to me. Take your punishment.
It has to be someone. All right. You got one hit, but it wasn't the KO. But you did what you could.
Block.
And Zero, of course, he's a really, really smart player. You see him using the up B to recover really, really high. When it's coming from below, using the tether recovery as well. Using all the options except for that one he used it properly.
My own weapon? Come on, man.
It's a tough day for you. It's what your generosity did. And Zero going straight for the smash ball, reminiscent of yesterday. And you guys better start ducking and dodging.
Totally posed.
Sorry, Hungry Box. You too. So sorry. It didn't have to be this way.
That match where he got 3 yesterday was crazy. Oh, we broke it.
See, these guys are too good.
We're so good, we broke it. I think it's probably because I was winning. I'm pretty sure. I was keeping track in my head, but I'm pretty sure.
I think you were ahead.
This is part of what happens when you're working with pre-production software. You know, this game's still in development, so we'll work on that real quick.
But put all these really, really talented players on at the same
yeah.
time, because clearly the game can't.
No, the game, just too much action.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and get that game, restarted here.
We're gonna reboot
in just a second here. But in the meantime, what was happening while Nate gets that rebooted real quick. One of the things that was just so awesome here just a few minutes ago is we had you guys facing off against the People's Challenger, and anytime that we have these guys playing, you get a huge crowd going on.
Definitely.
And we had a massive crowd here in the booth. Why don't you guys talk a little bit about that match?
Yeah, so I got to play the People's Champion in 4 for all, Little Mac. We all went Little Mac for fun. But he's a great sport. He earned it. He has great cosplay going with the boxing gloves. And, he's really happy to be here. So I'm really proud he came, and I'm really glad to get that opportunity. So good for him.
He seemed like a pretty good player. I was watching that. What was going through your mind during those matches?
Well, I'm actually really glad he won, because when I watched his video, it was really awesome. He's a Reddit user, and I'm just proud of him for making the video, making it all the way here. So it was just a pleasure to play him, and I was glad he came all the way here with the cosplay. So I'm just happy, really happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I would love for you guys to get your hands on the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros. Have you had a chance to play that yet?
I have not, but I'd love to do it.
You should definitely get over to the booth, check it out, and everyone at home, and take a look at the new Smash Run mode. And I think that'll be a mode that you guys will have, a lot of fun with.
I was actually going to say, I play a game called Kirby Air Ride. It was released back in the day, and I'm pretty sure the Smash Run is really similar to City Trial. It's to the exact same mode. You get power-ups and stuff. It's really exciting.
Yeah. All right. So, we're got this game started back again here in just a second. We'll get at least one final match for you guys. Although I think, in the sake of fairness, in this last match, we're gonna go all random.
Oh man! All right.
Yeah. All right. Can you guys handle that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let skill decide is what I say. All right. All random.
Who's your money on, Eric?
Well, I gotta go for my boy. I gotta go for my NOA champ. But at least that's what I'm pulling for. I can't lie, but I don't know. We'll see.
All these players
Hunger's on a little bit of a run here.
Yeah, all these players only had a couple of hours to kind of finagle their way and figure things out. So we're going to see how quick they can adapt, especially they've been playing the same character all day yesterday and today. Let's see what they can do when they're put on the spot.
Nate's had a little bit of an edge on that front.
But we're going to have a Zero Suit Samus and a Kirby. I hope that none of those guys got their main already.
I know. Nate, who you playing on this match? Nate's on the Zero Suit.
It looks like you're actually using her up B offensively, which we didn't really see too much of.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see what you guys do with that, because it's actually a really, really good KO move, but obviously you go new, afterwards you're left a little bit vulnerable. I'll see if I can pull it off again.
Zero, take notes. This guy knows more about it than you. You may have won yesterday, but this man will teach you what you don't know. And I really like Rosaline and Luma, especially that air-to-air game, and also the air-to-ground game. Really fantastic stuff.
Oh, why would I jump into that?
I feel like Rosalina and Luma have such a high learning curve because they're trying to figure out how to manage Luma. It's kind of that public character archetype.
Yeah, absolutely.
The people who get good at it, though, are going to be
yeah, it's scary once people get good at it.
See, I didn't land the last heal.
Smash ball.
Oh, I don't need this. Don't need this. I'll just taunt on the edge. Oh, come on, I was taunting, man.
You can never put your guard down. There are 3 other players, and they aren't amused by your taunting. So one thing we were really looking at was Sonic and his changes from the previous iteration. A bit more KO power, and I think we've been seeing that a bit with his forward tilt. Longevity, and definitely can rack on a lot of damage really quickly, and his mobility, of course.
Oh!
It's fantastic. Oh, and again?
Anyways, that was me getting smoked down. I didn't even stay on screen.
It's a tough day for you, man. Everyone has a bad day in the office, but speaking of a bad day in the office, oh man, you have to clock out. Fortunately, we're going to the timer, but I don't think that one didn't bode too well for you.
Yeah, that sucked.
All right.
Yeah. I'm telling you, she's strong, and it's going to be really interesting to see what
she is really strong.
Definitely.
It's complicated strategy.
All right,
Let's
so
just get off that screen.
That's
really
yeah. Let's. It's all right, Nate. It's all right. these guys are pretty good. So that's all the time we have for for these gameplay matches. But thank you guys so much for dropping by. Really appreciate it.
Thanks a ton, guys.
And I'm sure that these guys are going to be lurking around here, challenging all comers, getting their hands on the 3DS version as well. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, I appreciate the opportunity for everything, and I'll be playing the 3DS version, so I'll see you in a bit.
I appreciate everyone who came to the event. I wouldn't have been able to participate in the event, nor my other friends, if this didn't happen. First of all, this is for the people. I'm for Smash Bros. Fan. Thank you guys. Love you, everyone.
It was a ton of fun. I'll see y'all in the game.
All right, thank you everybody. Our next segment is going to be Pushmo World, and we're going to get to the content here in just about 90 seconds. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks a bunch, dude.
Dude, no problem.
Hey guys, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I know it feels like just seconds ago you were watching me get completely mopped up by some of the best Smash players in the world. But let's move on to something a little bit more friendly. We're going to take a quick look here at Pushmo World.
You got it.
Sam's going to guide us, and Audrey's going to give us a little bit of commentary, and I'm going to sit back and not do anything.
You got it.
Let's do this.
All right, so this is Pushmo World. It is a brand new game in the Pushmo series. It's the very first that's coming to the Wii U. And just in case folks haven't had a chance to check out Pushmo before, at its essence, it is an action puzzle game. I'm in this huge theme park that this fella named Papa Blocks has built, and there are all these really cool creations that he's made called Pushmo. I'll just start us off on a really simple one so I can give you a basic sense of the gameplay. So what we've got here is these huge structures made out of blocks. And I need to, look, I'm so cute. Little HD
He's
Mallow.
so puffy.
He looks like you thought he looked adorable before. He's even fluffier.
That's Mallow,
in
yeah?
HD. This
Yeah,
is
that's
Mallow.
Mallow.
Papa Blocks over here. So I've got these courses, and I'm pulling blocks to find a way to climb up them. My goal is to get to that flag there. And there we go. So that is the super simple version, but it gets way harder than that.
It gets way more complicated than that.
Yeah, I was obsessed with the first two games in this series on 3DS where, I mean, I was completely obsessed with
Oh
them.
yeah, Pushmo and Crashmo.
The ultimate travel game.
Exactly. And the
And
cool
so
thing
this
is
is
that
just a
once you
few
make your way through
courses.
all of the levels, you can actually create your own.
Oh, whoa.
So we gradually get harder. What's nice about these early courses is they give you a chance to figure out the mechanics, get used to how you're looking around, and also how you can check out the different courses. And this is really important, especially when you're playing a larger Pushmo, because as I'll show you in a bit, they get big, and you want to be able to see the whole shebang. You want to see where you're going, where you're going to need to head next. And do-do-do.
You've
I've
already
never,
confused me. What is? Oh yeah. All right, I got it. I got a game
I've never
plan
played these
now.
while talking, so this is going to be interesting. We'll see how I hold up. This is a game we're working on with Intelligent Systems, and they're always a blast to work with, and they work with such a cool range of titles, so it's been really fun to have a chance to work with them on this series. Pushmo and Crashmo both for the Nintendo 3DS, so this is our first shot to introduce Mallow on the Wii U. And it's actually coming out, I want to say mid-June. It's real soon, so this is going to be out in the eShop before you know it.
All right on.
There we go. So I made it up to the top.
Nice, good work.
And I'll give you a peek at a couple of the bigger levels. Oh, there we go, June 19th. That was the date. So it's going to be coming very, very
June
soon.
19th.
Now take a look at some larger ones. I'm not sure I'm ready for the public embarrassment of spending like 20 minutes trying to solve one, so I'll just give you a peek. We've got these cool levels that look like different critters, different objects.
Yeah.
We've
It
got
looks
some
really
larger ones
exciting.
here.
Yeah, and the
and
great
folks
thing
who
is
play
that
the original game will know that there are a lot of special gadgets that you find in levels. Different kinds of switches that pull and push out blocks of different colors. Little manholes that let you climb around inside the puzzle. All those are back here, and we've also got some new devices coming in as well. And here's Papa Blocks.
Oh, Papa Blocks,
My
I love
favorite
him.
little puzzle designer.
Well, the
So
good thing
here
is
he's
players
actually
won't
showing
have
us.
to wait too long to play this game because Pushmo World comes out June 19th.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
for a
it comes
much
out real
larger
soon.
course. And here he's showing me a few of the different ways that I can look here. So I've got R and L that I can use to move around and take a better look at. Here you can see it's a really big one. And this is not the biggest. There are much bigger ones in the game.
What is
So-
that hard? What was that?
Oh, that little guy, that was a pull-out switch. So if I jump on that, all the blocks that were its color, which I think was black. Yeah, that little guy in the black one, it'll pull out all the black pieces.
This is
And
the part where my brain always freezes up, where it's like,
know, they're just
you
so
take that, I'm like,
huge.
I have no. Sometimes these things get really, really intimidating.
Yeah, and there's a lot of strategy involved here. What's nice is this is really a game that's here to test your brain. You don't have to stress out about a timer. There's no clock on you. And there's a lot of ways that you can bounce back if you do something wrong. So say I've totally botched this. I want to restart. I can just hop over here to the reset switch,
I know. Yeah.
and bam, everything goes
Yeah,
back to the way it was.
I make good use of that
Yeah.
reset switch when I play
And,
Pushmo games.
I'm going to play
Another
dumb and I don't
handy-
use it.
Detail here is if I hit a level that's too hard for me, I can skip it, I can move on. If I want to be the perfect completionist and save all the children who are trapped in these Pushmo, get a perfect score, I'm going to have to go back and try them out, but I don't have to worry about being stuck there forever. I can move ahead, try the next one, take a break, and come back.
Yeah.
Also, say I made a jump I didn't want to make.
Oh, yeah,
There we go,
rewind.
rewinding. So I can go back. So it's nice that it's very forgiving. So you can try some really, really challenging courses and not worry that you're going to hit a point where you're just, I can't progress through the game. You're always going to be able to move forward. And I know we've got a very limited amount of time here, so I want to show you a couple other features real fast before we head off. Okay, this folks will remember from the original game. This is Pushmo Studio, and this is a place where you can create
Nice.
your own content, and it's really intuitive. There's a ton you can do here. Basically, whatever you see in the game, you can create your own version here. So this is a quick look at the palette. I've got all these different tools here, a lot of colors, other color options that I can bring into my palette.
Whoa.
So I can say, draw a little one there. And I'm sorry, this is going to be the most simple thing ever imagined. Grab my little goal flag, bring it over, and then give it a go and see how it plays.
It's beautiful, Sam.
And you can bounce back and forth. And the
Yeah,
studio
that's
just
a
looks
masterpiece.
so cool too. A great thing about this game, because in a second I'm going to get into the way you can share content. You can't share a Pushmo unless you've beaten it. So
right.
when you're checking out Pushmo that other people have created, you know you're never going to get stuck with something that just cannot be beaten, because they can't share it until they've been able to beat it.
It's actually pretty unreal in this series how much that extended the longevity of the games. I mean, these were both Pushmo and Crashmo were big games. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
it took me a
yeah.
long time to beat them, but the community then got a hold of them. And I mean, if you go searching for QR codes,
You can still,
I
to
mean, you
this
literally
day, find
you can play,
new
you
ones.
can
Yeah,
play
the
forever.
creativity
You
is
can- You
awesome.
can play that game forever. And people came up with some
This is my E3
incredibly difficult
2014.
stuff.
Crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, no, I thought I was good at making Pushmos, and then I looked online. It's like, oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. People
Yeah.
make such intricate designs. They make their favorite Nintendo characters into a Pushmo.
I just
It's
love
really
watching
cool
him run
to
around.
see.
He's so darn cute.
That's one of the neat side effects, I think, is that it's so naturally plays into the pixel art of that is our heritage. You know, that is
Exactly,
Nintendo heritage. That
yeah.
it naturally makes people want to take that pixel art and turn it into
Yeah,
puzzles.
yeah.
There we go.
Transitions very naturally.
And actually, you mentioned QR codes. So one thing that's really fun to point out is this game actually can interact back and forth with the original Pushmo World on Nintendo 3DS.
Oh.
So if you have Pushmo for the Nintendo 3DS, you can bring in Pushmo that you created there, scan them into this game and play them here. And the opposite works too. So if you create something in Pushmo Studio, you want to play it on your 3DS, you create a QR code, and as long as that course doesn't include devices that don't exist in the
exist.
original Pushmo, you can just bring them in and play them right there. So you can spend time here chilling on your couch, making some cool Pushmo, then pop them on your 3DS, take them with you, and play them there.
Oh, that's great.
What's cool, folks have already taken a look at this game. There's some cool reviews out there, but there's a feature that they haven't been able to see yet, and that's down here at World Pushmo Fair. It's not active yet, but it'll go live with the game, and this is essentially our awesome Miiverse sharing feature. In the previous games, you could share your creations by doing the QR code thing. You could pop them on a message board. People could get them here. Here it is all right here and direct, ready to go. Once you unlock World Pushmo Fair, that happens fairly early on in the story mode, you can go to this amazing community that brings together people creating Pushmo from all over the world. So literally anywhere folks are playing, they can be putting Pushmo in here. This is the first game in this series that supports South American Spanish and Canadian French as well. So we've got 3 languages in this game here. So I could go into World Pushmo Fair when it's active. I can search for the most popular. I can search for things that have been posted recently. I can take a look at yeahs and comments that the stuff that I've created.
And do you like download it directly off of Miiverse?
It's right there. So it's all Miiverse functionality, but it blends seamlessly into the game.
So you're just like, give me that one. That one looks really good.
You just
that one has a
hop
bunch
on
of yes. Oh man.
Yeah, you can yes stuff to let them know that you think it's good. When you're creating a course, you can set the difficulty level, so you can let folks know, hey, this is super, super hard. This is an easier one. Which is one thing I love about this.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So I could go to, say I'm going on a business trip or something like that. I'm going down to E3. Could I go to this, go to Miiverse, yank down a whole bunch of things that I like, and then transfer them to my 3DS so that I could then take them with me?
Yep, you just import them into your
Next
your
I'm
own.
going to be great.
I'm good for life. For,
you
for
import
games.
them into your studio, and then from there you can make a QR code, pop it onto your 3DS, and you are set to go.
Nice.
And every time we come out with one of these games, it never ceases to amaze me just how creative our community is. And there's so much stuff that folk do. I always think I'm making cool stuff, and then I see what other folks are doing, and I was like, yeah, I am such a noob when it comes to UGC. I can't get anything close to this.
You mentioned the story mode. I love the stories in these
In the
games.
manhole.
They're just so cute and precious. And like, this
I haven't done this right. I gotta go back down.
Are there no birds in this one? Were we saving birds last time?
We were serving birds last time.
No, in this one, I won't go into too many of the surprises, but for reasons I will not disclose, the children have been trapped again. So you've got to go back in here, and you've got to rescue all these kids who got stuck inside these Pushmo.
These poor children.
Yeah, you don't want anybody in trouble when these kids don't come home.
You don't want to
we got to get these kids out of here.
world.
So here I'm just running around on a giant cactus.
Just watching Sam do this is like giving me the itch again.
I
It's
know.
Like, I can put this game down for a little while, and get
See
distracted
here.
with something
All right,
else,
I've
because
got
obviously we have a lot of
blue.
games.
Oh, yeah.
But then I
Manhole
see
up
something
there.
like this, I'm like, you know what? I need to go back and start doing
Watching
that
someone
again.
play too, you're like, no, I would push this one.
No,
No, I would
the
pull
other-
that one.
This is pretty complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I unfortunately haven't gotten far enough in this save data to show you, but it's worth mentioning. We've got a whole bunch of Pushmo in here that are based on Nintendo characters. This style of puzzle is just amazing for pixel sprites. So there are a lot of cool characters you're going to see in there, and we've actually shown some of them off in the trailer we just released. So if you look that up, you're going to be able to see that new content. Oh,
Right on.
that wasn't what I meant to do. And you can see some of the Nintendo characters that are turning up here, but
And there will be more once
yes.
the community gets a hold of it.
oh, I can't wait to see what people create. And I can't talk and play. I'm just like, oh, what do I do? But yeah, I can't wait to see what the community creates, because they never cease to amaze me with what they do
Right on.
with the creation features.
I don't think we're gonna have enough time to solve this.
That's
but
good.
That's
I'll
all
just
right.
pretend I meant to do this, and I'll finish later.
We're instead going to come back and take a look at another game that is adorable and is also one of my favorites. This is Kirby and the Rainbow Curse,
Nice.
which is coming up. And after that, we have something that is thematically a little bit different, Bayonetta 2.
Just a little different.
We'll see you on the other side.
Sounds good. See you soon. welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Sam, and I'm joined for this segment by Rich and Audrey.
Hey.
And we're showing you a brand new game that we're working on that I believe is going to be coming out in 2015. This is a game that Hal's been working on developing, and it is Kirby.
Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, exactly.
Rainbow Curse, there we go.
So let's
we
jump
just
it
got
in.
a working title like a day ago.
Yeah.
So to
You
me,
can
it's
tell
Kirby.
just right from this opening scene that this is a very playful game.
Oh,
I'm
very
sorry,
nice.
I won't say that again. So
I should mention Audrey is the Treehouse's master of puns.
I'm the
so
pun master, yeah.
You don't want to
so-
go up against her when it comes to punning.
Yeah, so this is really cool. Everything in the world is made of clay. Kirby's made of clay, the enemies are made of clay. It's just clay everywhere. And like, I love it. He's so cute. He just rolls around. And as you can see here, the way you control Kirby is actually a little different. You don't use the control stick or anything. You actually control him with the stylus. So I tap him to make him move around, or I can draw these little rainbow ropes here and he'll glide up them.
Yeah, it really reminds me of Canvas Curse.
Exactly.
as far as
It's
the
very similar gameplay to
mechanics
Canvas
go.
Curse. And so it's just a very unique way of getting Kirby around the world, and it makes for some really cool gameplay moments.
Now, Canvas
As you
Curse
can
was,
see. Oh my god, get the
that was
flowers.
just about my favorite game on the DS. So I'm really glad to see this game mechanic come back into play here.
Exactly. It's really, really fun.
It's funny
And
how
it makes for
challenging it is because you
makes
only
for
got a
some
limited
pretty-
amount to draw.
Yeah, it makes for some pretty frenetic gameplay
Kirby.
because
Okay.
oh no. Go, go, go. Oh no, wait. I want to go back. There's secret to the left. Let's
So yeah, folks, you
go.
can see the meter at the top of the screen there. Once you run out of that meter, you're out of drawing ropes for a bit, so you gotta
Exactly.
be very
It
careful. You
constantly
can't just-
refills, but you gotta be pretty
awesome.
careful.
Look
You
at that.
can't just be making rainbow ropes all willy-nilly like I'm doing here.
Now, I don't get a chance to pay attention to the art style when I'm playing it. I get
Yeah.
kind of too into it. But I love like the thumb smudges on the clay in the background and everything.
It all
Like,
looks
the art-
handmade.
Like all of the art details are just brilliant on this.
Exactly.
very solid.
When I love that Kirby like holds on to his little feet here as he's rolling. It's just so adorable.
Yeah,
hadn't
it's
noticed
interesting
the
actually
feet
looking at this one compared to Yoshi's Woolly World, which we've been showing off as well. And you have the fabric dynamic and then the clay, and yeah, the textures, it feels so like true to the material. Like,
Exactly.
it feels
so
super solid.
I just got a special power up here. Usually when you tap Kirby, you can do his tap dash, and that's how you make him dash forward. But here, since I got a bunch of stars, I got 100
he's
stars,
getting
I have
shiny.
my star dash, and so I can just mow through all of these enemies and all of these blocks that I wouldn't normally be able to go through. So.
I love that he got his angry eyebrows when he went
Oh yeah.
supersized.
Kirby
Kirby
means
gets serious.
business. Don't mess with Clay Kirby.
He's been working hard in Smash, so he's been fighting. He's like, okay, you don't mess with me anymore.
He's no
I'm
stranger to
trained
He's
up.
battle.
gone through his
No,
training,
no.
right? He's had his montage.
Good. And
Oh, man, a montage
there's
of
this
Kirby
metal
training.
wall, but it's no problem because I've got my
Whoosh.
star dash. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yes. And thank goodness I just found some paint because I've been using this pretty recklessly. All right. I just love seeing, like, even in the background, you see clay trees, clay flowers, just clay everywhere.
There are a
And
ton of
just
things.
like,
Like,
yeah,
there's
you
a
have
lot
to
of
look
things to
everywhere because
discover.
there are a lot of secrets hidden in this game too. So like here, I'm gonna get all of these flowers, or I'm gonna get stuck in my rainbow ropes, one of the two.
It's something that always catches
Yes.
me in Kirby games. When you see them, they're so cute and colorful, and you think, oh, this is going to be easy. I'm just going to like kick back, relax, and play this. But
Need to
if
be
you're
on your
a
game.
completionist like me and you want to find all of these hidden
Yeah, see?
items and power-ups and get like the best score you can, it's pretty
See there, I had to
stressful
touch all
track this
of
stuff
those
down.
flowers to be able to unlock this special area, and now I'm in a huge rush. No, no, no. I want to use. Come on.
No,
Come
that
on,
secret
Kirby.
door.
I
That
can do
secret
it.
door
had a little
Yes.
clock on
Okay,
it,
it
right?
feels
Good
so
job.
good.
I saw a little clock on top of the secret door
Exactly.
when you went in there, so
I
that's
think
how
I
you know
only
it's a
had-
time stage.
Yeah, I think I only had 15 seconds in that area to get that treasure chest. So I barely made it in the nick of time.
It's nice for most of the game, no timer, so you can take your time trying to track down all of the things that are hidden.
Exactly,
levels.
exactly, no. And it's cool, like for hardcore gamers, there's a lot of challenge to here, you know? Like if you want to actually get all of the little treasure chests and everything, then you're probably going to have to play it a few times. Even people in the treehouse. We'll show it in a second, but there's a certain level that has been giving us quite a bit of trouble.
It's nice to have those bragging rights of getting a top score.
Exactly.
That means
Oh,
you're
feels
seriously good at punching out weird little nooks and crannies. in the
Yes. And there's our star count.
And one thing I'd like to point out, just seeing earlier, like a couple seconds ago in that stage, we saw that gray area that kind of hovers And that's really challenging because you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
draw anything there, so that's your
Exactly. So you have to sort of think
Dead
about
zone.
what you're doing when you send Kirby up there, because you're not going to have as direct control of him. Thanks for claying. I love that. That's a special little touch that the
I feel
developers
like
put in.
I
Yeah.
can feel your hand in
I
that.
know. I'm sorry. I just couldn't resist. All right.
Oh.
Now we're going to go into a more challenging level, and we're going to see one of Kirby's new transformations. He's going to be a tank.